What's going on YouTube? This is ParkerLad88 coming at you with another video, and in this video guys we're going to be doing another character breakdown, this time featuring Lord Drakkon. But in this character breakdown we're just going to be going over changes here. So let's talk about Lord Drakkon and what changed. Alright guys, similar to my other what changed videos, in the description box I'll be leaving a link to my last character breakdown featuring Lord Drakkon, which I believe was his original character breakdown, going over his move list, combos, and game plan, so you guys can check that out, and then you can come back here and check this out. But for those of you guys who choose to stick around, let's go ahead and start talking about Drakkon's changes. Now, there are going to be two changes that I actually want to talk about with Drakkon. It was supposed to be 3, but it's actually 2. We'll get more into that part later. Let's go ahead and start talking about our first change, and that is to the way the Drakkon Dash works. So, Drakkon Dash actually now has projectile invincibility of all forms. If it looks like a projectile, for the most part, Drakkon Dash can go through it. You got a Udana chucking ice balls? Out of my way. Just Drakkon Dash. You got a Udana slinging hail? Just Drakkon Dash. You got a Gia zoning you out with mediums? Just Drakkon Dash. Reactable supers? Just Drakkon Dash. Now, as awesome as these Drakkon Dash changes are, this doesn't work against every kind of projectile. One instance here is going to be with Gia's back special. It looks like a projectile, right? So you think that Drakkon should be able to go through it, right? He cannot. So it doesn't work against everything. The other thing is, for projectile supers like Dragon Armor Trini's, where the startup is really, really fast, Drakkon actually cannot go through that either, at least on reaction. That you kind of have to predict, in which case the whole point of using the Drakkon Dash that way, it kind of, defeats its purpose, because I don't know if you'll be able to make a prediction of someone doing random beam super with Trini, but you kind of have to do it preemptively, because for instance, if I try to do it on reaction, it just doesn't work. You have to do it preemptively, and he'll retain the invincibility that you see there. So those were a couple of caveats to Drakkon Dash, but for the most part, like 90%, it's pretty good. It's an awesome improvement for Drakkon. Now, the other thing I want to talk about, this is the kind of change that should have been, but it's actually not a change, and that is to the way that the hard option of Drakkon Dash works, doing his Wrath. The patch notes say that this is also supposed to have projectile invincibility, but if we play it back and we try it, you can clearly see that it does not. This is kind of a problem for Lord Drakkon, because the only option you can really do out of Drakkon Dash in a delayed sense is the teleport. As you guys can see there, all the other options you kind of have to do pretty quick after Drakkon does his Drakkon Dash, so you really can't abuse the Drakkon Dash the way you want to in order to get around projectiles, but, it's still something. It just, I hope they kind of fix that, at least for Wrath, because it says that's supposed to be projectile invincible, but anyway. So that was the change that should have been. Let's go ahead and move into our next change, and that is going to be to the way that the teleport option from the Drakkon Dash works. Now, if you do forward special into special, you'll get his normal teleport where he appears above your head but in front of you. But, as opposed to doing special, if you hit either forward special or back special after you do the Drakkon Dash, he'll teleport behind you. So now this gives him even more mix-up options, which is pretty cool. Alright guys, now that we're done talking about Drakkon's changes, we have got to talk about Drakkon combos, and I have just the combos that I want to show you guys. So, this first combo is going to be my new bread and butter for Drakkon, and this is how it's going to go. The first thing you're going to do is a standing medium. Anything that leads into your standing medium. Crouching medium. Standing heavy. And if you guys saw my last breakdown for Drakkon, you can kind of guess where this is going. You're going to want to do standing heavy. After the second hit, when you see that aura, you're going to want to do Drakkon Dash into the cancel with the light option. This right here. And your opponent will still be in hit stun long enough for you to sneak in a crouching light. So if you guys are not sure about the timing for doing the Drakkon Dash cancel, just practice doing forward special into the light attack option until you can get that consistently. And then the next thing you'll want to practice is doing standing heavy into that Drakkon Dash cancel. And then once you guys are comfortable with that, you practice the whole thing, which is going to be your standing heavy, Drakkon dash, cancel the Drakkon dash into the standing light. That's going to be the next part. And once you actually see all that connect, then you guys know you'll actually be doing pretty well with this combo. Anyway, so after we do the cancel into the light, we'll then do another standing medium, crouching medium, standing heavy with both hits into launcher. After that launcher, we will then do a staggered air light medium. We'll then do another standing medium once we hit the ground again, and then we'll have enough time to do, once that recovers, do another standing medium, and then we'll do heavy auto combo. But unlike when we normally do standing heavy, we only want the first hit of standing heavy to hit before we do the second part of the auto combo, so you want this. So, this first part of the combo should look like this. Okay, now, let's move into the next part of the combo. At this particular point, you will be in the corner. Now, after you get that hard knockdown, you'll want to do Drakkon dash into the slide. Once you do the hard knockdown, it'll actually knock them up into the air. You'll have enough time to connect with a standing medium. So, just like that. Now, if you guys are having trouble timing your Drakkon dash, a hint that I want to give you guys is after he does his heavy auto combo, see how Drakkon kind of wiggles his dagger there? After he wiggles the dagger, that is going to be your window, your timing, where you actually want to do your forward special into the slide. Just like that. It will then do standing medium, wait for it to recover, crouching light, standing medium, recover, crouching light, standing medium, into the do both hits of your standing heavy into the heavy auto combo. So here's what this part actually looks like. Now, after you see him wiggle the dagger again, you will then jump up and do a delayed foot dive with your air special. Because the idea is that you actually want this to cross up, so after this part, you want it to cross up, because after you hit them off the ground like that, you'll then do launcher into neutral special into Drakkon Wrath, where you'll do forward special into the heavy option after they bounce off that Orby thing as you saw right there. So once again, after launcher, just like that. Now, after you do that part, you will then be able to do super. And you'll actually have to delay it just a teeny tiny bit. You'll have to, after you actually get the hit with Wrath, you'll wait for a moment and then you'll do super. You have been warned. Now, you will have enough time after super to recover, do a slide, and then you'll be able to go into EX from there. It'll hit them up in the air like the same way the other off the ground slide did, and you'll have enough time to do EX afterwards. So, the entire combo should look like this. And that is pretty much the new bread and butter for Lord Drakkon. Now, you can actually get pretty close to 900 with this if you start with a jump in, but that's pretty much how that goes. Now, the next combo that I want to talk to you guys about is basically how to get a conversion off the next most important thing, and that is going to be his back special, doing the genocide cutter here. It's really important to know like how to get conversions off of this. So if your opponent is jumping in on you and they're pressing a button, you'll start with back special, and when they're high in the air, you'll have enough time to take a step forward, and then you'll do standing medium, and then you'll do the rest of the combo. Now, you'll only want the first hit of your standing heavy to hit. Not like that. before you go into the rest of the combo. And then the rest of the combo proceeds like after you get the hard knockdown from the bread and butter combo, or after the heavy knockdown. You know, and so on and so forth, right? So, once again, once you hit somebody with the Genocide Cutter, you'll get this.
You have been warned.
So pretty good damage, right? Alright, Trini. Stop jumping. So the other thing that I actually wanted to mention about that last bread and butter that I did, not the one off the Genocide Cutter, but the very first one, is that against some characters, Drakkon doesn't always cross up the way that you want him to do, like for the rest of that extension. In that situation, what you'll do is you'll still do foot dive into launcher right, but then after you do neutral special, you'll just go straight away into EX. I'll give you an example on a character like Udana here.
Been warned.
So, you know, pretty easy extension there. Anyway, guys, that'll do it for a couple of new combos to show you with Drakkon, and that'll do it for this What Changed video featuring Lord Drakkon. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think, and I'll be back at you later with future videos. This is ParkerLad, and I will see you guys next time.